You've saved, packed, and made it to the port. But then, disaster. You're told you can't get on the ship. Denied boarding is more common than most people realize, and today I'm breaking down the top 10 reasons passengers are turned away, including one you'd never expect. If you're planning a cruise, you'll want to know every single one of these. 1. Incomplete or invalid documentation. One of the leading causes of denied boarding is incomplete or invalid travel documentation. Cruise lines require passports, visas, and identification documents depending on your itinerary. Some travelers may overlook visa requirements for specific ports or fail to renew their passports in time, which can immediately result in denied boarding. Even minor issues, such as mismatched names or expired documents, can prevent passengers from embarking. Security staff meticulously check every form of identification before allowing access to the ship, and errors are not easily overlooked. Beyond passports and visas, cruise lines often require additional documentation such as health certificates, vaccination records, or proof of travel insurance. Failing to have any of these documents on hand can lead to serious delays at check-in, or, in some cases, outright denial of boarding. These regulations are in place not only to meet legal requirements, but also to ensure the safety and well-being of all passengers while the ship navigates international waters. Preparing all necessary documents well in advance, double-checking requirements for each port of call, and keeping everything neatly organized can prevent last-minute complications that might otherwise ruin the start of your voyage. Passengers who neglect these steps frequently face frustration, embarrassment, and unexpected costs, such as emergency medical checks, insurance purchases, or even rescheduling fees. Being proactive with documentation ensures a smooth boarding process and allows you to focus on enjoying your cruise from the very first moment. 2. Outstanding payments or account issues. Financial issues are another common reason passengers may be denied boarding. Cruise lines require that all fares, deposits, and any additional charges be fully settled before embarkation. Outstanding balances, unresolved disputes, or expired payment methods can lead to unexpected delays or even prevent passengers from boarding entirely. Many travelers are surprised to learn that even seemingly minor charges, like specialty dining packages, beverage plans, or excursion deposits, must be cleared in advance to avoid complications. Guest services conduct thorough account checks, ensuring that every payment is verified before granting access to the ship. Failing to address these financial obligations can result in stressful situations at the terminal, last-minute arrangements, or in extreme cases, missing the cruise altogether. By confirming that all payments are complete well ahead of departure, passengers can avoid unnecessary anxiety and start their journey smoothly, knowing that their spot on the ship is secure. In addition, credit card problems, such as limits being reached or bank declines, can create last-minute complications. Cruise lines enforce these policies to protect both the company and other passengers, ensuring that everyone on board has met their financial obligations. Travelers are advised to double-check their accounts, confirm payments, and resolve any discrepancies days in advance. This not only prevents denial, but also contributes to a stress-free embarkation experience. Knowledge and preparation are key to avoiding financial-related refusals. 3. Health and vaccination issues. Health and vaccination compliance is a critical requirement for boarding a cruise. Cruise ships are enclosed environments where illnesses can spread quickly, and strict medical protocols help protect both passengers and crew from outbreaks. Common issues that can result in denied boarding include missing vaccinations, contagious illnesses, or failing mandatory pre-boarding health screenings. Certain itineraries, especially those visiting regions with specific health risks, require proof of immunizations such as yellow fever, COVID-19, or other regional vaccines. Travelers who cannot provide the necessary documentation are typically not allowed to board regardless of the circumstances. Cruise lines also reserve the right to conduct additional health checks at the terminal, and passengers may be denied entry if they show symptoms of contagious diseases. Being proactive by verifying required vaccinations and emergency contact information are typically reviewed thoroughly before embarkation. Cruise lines also monitor for symptoms such as fever, cough, or other signs of illness, as even minor symptoms can prevent boarding during heightened health alerts. The policies exist to prevent outbreaks and ensure passenger safety, reflecting lessons learned from past health crises. Understanding and adhering to these requirements ahead of time is essential for avoiding denied boarding and maintaining the well-being of everyone on board. 4. Security or legal concerns. Cruise lines take security very seriously, and any past legal issues can result in denied boarding. Travelers with outstanding warrants, unresolved legal matters, or prior criminal convictions may be flagged during background checks. Even minor infractions can sometimes trigger additional scrutiny, depending on the cruise line's policies and the countries visited on the itinerary. Security teams at embarkation points work closely with international authorities, ensuring that all passengers meet legal requirements before boarding. Beyond criminal records, certain restrictions may apply to travelers with travel bans, deportation orders, or pending investigations. Cruise lines enforce these measures to protect the safety and reputation of their passengers and avoid potential legal complications in foreign ports. Those affected are often given little recourse, as decisions are final and designed to maintain compliance with international regulations. Understanding the impact of legal and security status prior to booking is essential to avoid the disappointment of being refused access to the ship. 5. Behavioral issues or previous misconduct. Passengers can be denied boarding based on behavior or prior misconduct on cruises. Cruise lines keep records of individuals who have previously caused disturbances, violated rules, or endangered other guests. Repeat offenders or those flagged for aggressive or disruptive behavior may be barred from future voyages. This policy ensures a safe and enjoyable environment for everyone on board. Even if past incidents occurred years ago, cruise operators may enforce restrictions to prevent repeating problematic situations. Behavioral expectations extend beyond onboard actions. Pre-boarding incidents such as aggressive interactions with staff, inappropriate social media conduct, or threats made to the company can also result in denial. Cruise lines prioritize passenger safety and maintain a zero-tolerance policy for actions that threaten the comfort, security, or enjoyment of others. For travelers, this means adhering to rules both on and off the ship, respecting staff, and understanding that reputation and past conduct directly affect your ability to board. 6. Incomplete or incorrect check-in process. Even the most prepared passengers can face denied boarding if the check-in process is not completed correctly. Online check-in steps, document uploads, and digital verification must be followed precisely. Missing a step, such as uploading identification, filling out customs forms, or completing health questionnaires, can prevent access to the ship. Cruise lines use automated systems combined with staff verification to confirm all requirements, and errors are treated seriously. Additionally, timing is crucial. Arriving late to the check-in desk or attempting to bypass procedures can result in denial. Staff cannot accommodate last-minute mistakes without compromising schedules and security. Cruise lines enforce these procedures strictly to maintain order and prevent delays for all passengers. For travelers, the solution is simple. Follow every instruction carefully, double-check documentation, and complete all steps within the designated timeline. Doing so ensures a smooth embarkation process and avoids the frustration of being turned away at the last moment. 7. Luggage or prohibited items. Passengers can be denied boarding if their luggage contains prohibited or restricted items. Cruise lines enforce strict rules regarding weapons, flammable items, drones, hoverboards, alcohol limits, and perishable foods. Security checks are conducted at embarkation, and any violation can result in confiscation or refusal to board. Even items that seem harmless, like large power banks or candles, may be restricted due to safety concerns. Travelers who are unaware of these rules often face unexpected complications at the last moment. Prohibited items aren't just about safety, they also protect the comfort and security of all passengers. Large, improperly packed luggage can obstruct hallways or exits, while flammable or dangerous items pose fire hazards. Cruise lines carefully monitor these regulations to comply with international maritime laws and ensure smooth operations. The key for passengers is to thoroughly review the cruise line's baggage policy, pack thoughtfully, and avoid bringing items that might jeopardize boarding eligibility. Preparation is the best way to avoid a stressful and disappointing experience. 8. Dress code or appearance violations. Although it may seem minor, dress code and appearance requirements can impact boarding. Some cruise lines have strict policies for attire, especially for safety-related situations like embarking in confined spaces or during hazardous weather. Clothing with offensive slogans or symbols, inappropriate footwear, or items that violate the cruise line's guidelines may be flagged. Additionally, certain health or safety equipment requirements must be met for specific itineraries or activities. Passengers who ignore these guidelines can be delayed or denied entry. These policies are enforced to ensure safety, professionalism, and comfort on board. Dress codes also help staff quickly identify passengers and maintain operational standards in emergencies. Though travelers are advised to review clothing guidelines, footwear requirements, and any special attire needed for activities or shore excursions. By adhering to these rules, passengers avoid unnecessary conflicts and ensure a smooth start to their journey. Understanding that appearance and clothing matter on board is a subtle but important insight for every traveler. 9. Age restrictions and unaccompanied minors. Cruise lines enforce strict age-related restrictions, particularly for unaccompanied minors, to ensure the safety and well-being of younger travelers throughout the voyage. Passengers below a certain age often require adult supervision, notarized permission forms, or additional documentation such as parental consent letters and emergency contact details. Failure to provide these essential documents can result in immediate denial of boarding, regardless of prior reservations. Beyond simply getting on board, these regulations also affect participation in certain activities, such as evening entertainment, specialty dining, or pool and sports areas, where age limits are in place to maintain safety and a family-friendly environment. Families unaware of these requirements may encounter last-minute complications, leading to stressful situations at the port and potential disruption of carefully planned itineraries. Additionally, cruise lines must comply with local laws at each port of call, which can impose age-specific restrictions on excursions, shore activities, and entry to venues like casinos or nightlife areas. These legal obligations are enforced rigorously, as failing to adhere can create liability issues for both the passenger and the cruise line. Parents and guardians are strongly encouraged to review age requirements well in advance, complete all necessary paperwork accurately, and communicate proactively with the cruise line regarding any minors traveling under their care. 10. Failure to follow COVID-19 or health protocols. In recent years, health protocols, most notably those related to COVID-19, have emerged as a critical factor in determining whether passengers are allowed to board a cruise ship. Cruise lines now enforce rigorous measures requiring travelers to provide proof of vaccination, recent negative test results, or adherence to quarantine or pre-boarding isolation requirements. Passengers who fail to meet these health standards, even unintentionally, may be refused entry, leaving them stranded at the port and missing their planned voyage. These protocols are not arbitrary. They are designed to protect the safety of all passengers and crew, preventing the rapid spread of infectious diseases in the closed, communal environment of a cruise ship. Beyond COVID-19, general health protocols include pre-boarding screenings for fevers, respiratory symptoms, or contagious conditions. Cruise lines maintain strict measures to prevent onboard outbreaks, which could affect thousands of passengers and crew members. Travelers are advised to stay updated with official guidelines, complete health forms accurately, and comply with testing or vaccination mandates. By respecting these rules, passengers protect themselves and others while ensuring a smooth start to their cruise experience. So, which of these surprised you the most? Passports, payments, or health rules? Drop your answer in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more insider cruise tips.